Good morning. I have something fun planned for us today, actually. But first of all, we're going to go over this and talk about a few things. So make sure you have out any materials, calculator, pencil, all of that stuff, even graphing paper if you prefer that or if you like to use that. So yesterday we talked about the difference between a proportional and a non-proportional relationship as far as what it looks like on a graph, and then as far as what it looks like in an equation. We had lots of practice problems and we talked about that. So this says Miss Sprunger is considering joining a gym. I actually already am a part of Planet Fitness. I joined like a few months ago, but now because of COVID, I don't really go that often because a gym where people are sweating and coughing and everything doesn't seem like a good idea during a pandemic. But this says Planet Fitness charges a $50 startup fee and costs $10 each month. Write an equation that represents a situation. Is it proportional or non-proportional? So go ahead in the chat and write your response to this. So go ahead and write, if you've got an equation, go ahead and write the equation because we practiced identifying different types of equations yesterday. And then also write, is it proportional or non-proportional? And if you get it wrong, I'm not going to judge you. If you don't get it right, if you get it right, either way. And if in this case right now, if you would rather send it to me privately, if you're embarrassed or you don't want to post it so everyone can see it, that's fine too. I just want to make sure that you're able to communicate with me what you got. All right, just to review, I'm going to go ahead and write, so I'm getting some people say it's proportional, some people say it's non-proportional, and I've gotten a few private messages and private responses that I would like to share at some point. But so a proportional, I'll call this P, and then a non-proportional relationship has a few different characteristics. First of all, a proportional relationship is written as y equals kx, and that k represents the constant of proportionality or the rate in which something happens. Yes, you could call it slope because rate of change is the same thing as slope. When we talk about a non-proportional relationship, we write this as y equals mx plus b, where m is our slope and b is our y-intercept. The only difference between a proportional relationship and a non-proportional relationship is that b, so moving up or down the y-axis. So if we're thinking of a graph, proportional relationships are always going to be through 0, 0, through the origin. That's why they don't have that plus b at the end. It's because they are on 0, 0. They're not on the axis at all. Or they're not anywhere on the y-axis, like up or down. And then with a non-proportional relationship, that's going to be something like this or something like this. That's typically where we have the equations that do not go through the origin. So if it goes through the origin, it's a straight line, it's proportional. Non-proportional does not go through the origin. And sorry, I keep getting distracted. I'm letting people into class, so I'm just making sure I give everybody attendance for being here. All right, so those are just a few characteristics. So let's bring this and relate these ideas back to the problem. So Planet Fitness charges a $50 startup fee. So, and then it costs $10 each month to join. So which value, 50 or 10, is going to be a constant? So not being impacted. So a one-time fee. Which one is the one-time fee? 50 or 10? Write it in the chat. So I'm getting some mixed responses. So Planet Fitness charges a startup fee. So they're charging me a one-time fee of $50. So they're saying to join our gym, you have to pay this fee, and it's going to cost it's going to cover all these things, but it's going to be a one-time fee of $50. And then you have to pay $10 per month or each month in order to join our gym or stay at our gym. So we can actually write this situation as y equals 10x plus 50. So anybody who messaged me that, good job. Anybody who messaged me this, y equals 50x plus 10, you had the right idea. The only reason that this one is correct is because this is the amount we're paying per month. Anytime you see something per month or per each or each month, that's going to be multiplied by, that's going to be a consistent thing that we're going to have to keep paying or keep doing. That y-intercept, or that one-time fee or that constant, that's going to be our y-intercept because we just have to pay it once. So, and remember, we practiced graphing these. So, you know, if 50 was on our y-axis, we would plot it up here somewhere, and then we would go, you know, up 10 over 1, and it would be a positive slope because 10 is positive, but I don't want to get into all that right now. But it just asked us, write an equation that represents a situation. We've got y equals 10x plus 50. And we'll have more practice with this, so don't worry. But is it proportional or non-proportional? Some of you said proportional, some of you said non-proportional. If we're looking at how this is set up, well, we do have a y-intercept, so it's not going to be proportional because that y equals kx doesn't include that that y-intercept. So this is going to be a non-proportional relationship. So if they didn't if they didn't charge a startup fee, if it was just, hey, to join Planet Fitness, you don't have to pay anything, you just have to pay $10 every month, then it would be written as y equals 10x, and that would be a proportional relationship. The reason it's not proportional is because I have to pay that $50 to start up. So it's not proportional because it's not going to start at the origin. All right, that was just a little intro, a little recap of what we talked about yesterday. So remember, y equals kx is going to be proportional. And if you want to take any notes on this, I would, because hint, hint, we're going to play a game today. So if you would like to write any of this down, so y equals kx is proportional, non-proportional is y equals mx plus b. And then remember, a proportional graph goes through 0, 0. A non-proportional graph does not go through the origin. So go ahead and get that written down if you have not already. I'll give you about a few more seconds to get that written down if you need to. All right. So this week we've talked about proportional stories, non-proportional stories, again, y equals kx versus y equals mx plus b. And we've also practiced writing equations from situations. I've had a good time teaching this week. I have enjoyed kind of going through real world scenarios and how we would use the math that we've learned to apply it in a real world situation. So I've enjoyed it for sure. So I want you guys to have a great weekend. I'm proud of all your hard work this week. We're actually just going to play a game today and call it a day after we play. Our unit is coming to an end soon, so we have about we're going to be working on slope and stuff for about 2 more weeks, and then so you'll have a quiz next week and probably a unit test before Christmas or before winter break. We're going to be working on a few more things, and then I'm hoping to start a new unit after winter break's over, if those of you are going to stay in my remote class. So we're going to play a Kahoot. Those of you who played Kahoot in person, we're going to attempt this not in person, so remotely. My recommendation for you, if you do have a smartphone, like if you have an iPod or a smartphone or anything or another device, I think that would be the easiest way. If you don't, it's totally fine. It's totally doable. I actually played a Kahoot with my family over Zoom for Thanksgiving. We did like a little trivia game, which was fun, but it's totally doable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen just like you were in class sitting with me. And then you'll just have to switch tabs and click your answer and then switch back. But it shouldn't be that hard. So I'm going to go ahead and open the Kahoot game. Let's see. I have like a million tabs open. Let's see where it is. Cool. I'm going to move some stuff around. I'm going to minimize myself for a second. Play. All right, so those of you who have played before, go ahead, and I'll put my face back up here so you can see. Those of you who have played before, go ahead and go to kahoot.com or Kahoot it, and then you're gonna join. You're gonna type in the game pin, and then you're gonna type in your username. I'm fine if you wanna give yourself a nickname. The only thing is I will be giving PBIS points to the winner, so if you put your real name, I'll be able to give you PBIS points, but you can put like emojis or you can put a smiley face or something, that's fine. So go ahead and get joined, and I'll give you a few minutes to get all joined, and you can either do it on your phone or your computer, again, whatever works for you. Let's see, we have 10 people in our lesson today, so I should see about 10 people on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm still waiting on some folks. I like your guys' emojis, are cute. They look funny on the screen though, compared to like what they look like on the phones and stuff. All right, I think I'm waiting on, let's see. Karen's in, Kishay is in, Maya's in, Maya is in. I think I'm waiting on Lillian. I think that's it. All right, guys, so this Kahoot's actually going to be all proportional or not proportional. It's going to be what we talked about this week, some situations, some graphs, some stuff like that. So just kind of giving you a heads up of what's going to be on it. All right, I don't want to wait too long, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. All right, proportional or not proportional? Is that a proportional graph or a non-proportional graph? Nobody answered. Oh my gosh, that was a really fast timer. I guess maybe I should have adjusted that timer, but I guess nobody got to enter it. So somebody said something in the chat. Let's see. Internet is slow, ran out quick, internet connection is slow. All right, sorry guys. I don't know why the timer was so fast. I thought I set it for at least 15 seconds, but when it goes through the origin, it is a proportional relationship. When it doesn't go through the origin, it's not going to be proportional. So that's okay though. I'm gonna keep going. Nobody got it or got it wrong or right. So hopefully the rest of them are longer. I thought I set the timer for longer. Proportional or not proportional? All right. Oh, I guess I set it for 10 seconds. I'm sorry, guys. Nice. I know it's quick, but that one was, and I know I keep trying to hide my face so I'm not in your way. That one was non-proportional because it was written in that y equals mx plus b format. Let's see. Ooh, we got some people on the board. Nice. All right. non-proportional or proportional. Oh my gosh. Let's see, this is really fast. All right. I have a question for you guys. Yeah, that is so fast. Do you want me to take a second? Do you want me to, would you want me to edit the timer and we can restart? All right. Yeah, that's really fast. Okay. I don't know why. I didn't think I did it like that. All right, hold on. Let me go ahead and get out of here. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't want to, I was trying to have a fun, let's see. How do I, all right. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop sharing my screen just for a second, and then I'm going to edit all of them. Oh, I wish it wasn't. Let's see. Oh, that is way too fast. 1 second, guys. All right. Let's try this again. I'm sorry about that. Okay. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to try this again. Technical difficulties. I thought I said it correctly, but that's okay. So go ahead and join as quick as you can so we can get some playing time in. I think I'm still waiting on Diego and Lillian. So go ahead and get in. All right, guys. 10 seconds, or else I'm starting. All right, we're starting. All right, proportional or non-proportional? Actually, I already went over this one too. Guys, come on. We already went over that one too. So when a line goes through the origin through 0, 0 on a graph, through like the middle point right there on a graph, that's when it's a proportional relationship. All right, so those of you who got that's okay. You guys will get the next one. All right, proportional or non-proportional? So we've got y equals 2x plus 5. Is that proportional or non-proportional? Nice job, guys. That's written in that y equals mx plus b format. Ooh, Ari's coming for you, Namaya. All right, number 3, proportional or non-proportional? You can buy tacos for 89 cents each and buy burritos for $1.78 each and pay a total of $6.23. Is this proportional or non-proportional? So this one's actually going to be non-proportional. It's kind of tricky. And I can explain that one when we have more time, maybe. I know it's good job, Maya, coming up. All right. Proportional or non-proportional? Oh, that's really hard to read. It's y equals 5x. Y equals 5x. Good, that's going to be proportional. Remember that y equals kx format? That's going to be proportional. Nice, guys. All right, proportional or non-proportional? All right, remember to figure out if it's proportional or not, you're going to take y divided by x. So take your y values divided by your x values. If you get the same number all the way down, this is what we did in week 1, actually, week 1 of this unit. So when you take 2 divided by 10, that's going to be 0.2. When you take 3 divided by 15, you're going to get the same thing. When you take 4 divided by 20, you're going to get the same thing also. So when you get the same thing all the way down, that's going to be a proportional relationship. We did that our first week of this unit. I know it's a lot of review. Proportional or non-proportional? You go to the movies and buy tickets for $10.50 each. Is that a proportional situation or a non-proportional situation? So those of you who said proportional, good job. So that would just be y equals 1050x. If it wanted you to, I'll show my face. If it wanted you to write an equation for how much you spent at the movie theaters and like you bought tickets and a popcorn, so one popcorn was $5 or something, it would be y equals 1050x plus however much you spent on popcorn. But since it was just ticket price, that would be a proportional relationship. So good job, guys. Proportional or non-proportional? Y equals 3/4 x. Good job, guys. Remember, when you have that y equals kx format, there's no y intercept. There's no plus b at the end. So that's going to be a proportional relationship. Proportional or non-proportional? All All right, so take your y values divided by your x values. If you get the same number, it's going to be proportional. If you get a different number, when you take y divided by x, you're going to get, it's non-proportional. Nice job, guys. So just remember, whenever you're looking at a table and you're trying to figure out if it's proportional or not, we talked about at the very beginning the y equals k equals y divided by x. You take your y values divided by your x values. If it's the same all the way down your table, it's a proportional relationship. If it's not the same, it's not a proportional relationship. Okay, Karen, coming up. I see you. All right, proportional or non-proportional? All right, guys, so remember, for it to be a proportional graph or a proportional line, it's got to go through 0, 0 or through the origin. Ari, you're really close to Nemaya, so keep it up. All right, proportional or non-proportional relationship. You go to the fair and pay $5 admission and then 50 cents per ride. Is that proportional or non-proportional? Good. So you would go into the fair and you would pay 50 cents. You would pay that one-time fee of $5. So one fee, that's a constant. That would be your B or your Y intercept, plus 50 cents per ride. So for every ride, so that would be Y equals 50 cents X plus however much it costs. I forget how much it costs, $5, I think, to get into the fair. Ooh, okay. Nice, nice, nice. Proportional or non-proportional? Y equals negative 2X. Hopefully everybody gets this right now. Good, guys. Y equals 2X, that's going to be a proportional, or negative 2X. There was no Y intercept, there was no plus B, so it's a proportional relationship. Good. Proportional or non-proportional? So is this a proportional graph or a non-proportional graph? Does that line go through the origin or not? All right, just to make sure we can get to all of them, I'm gonna, good, so that's proportional. Remember, guys, I know I've said it like 10 times. If it goes through 0, 0 on the graph, so that corner of the graph, if it goes through the middle of the graph, so if it's looking like this, it goes through the middle, if you're looking at one quadrant like that one, it goes through the corner of the graph. So make sure you're paying attention to that. Good job, guys. Nice. Proportional or non-proportional? Y equals 9X plus 4. So is this proportional or non-proportional? This is the format that we've been talking about for about 3 weeks now. Good. So that was written in the Y equals MX plus B format. Good job, guys. It's getting neck and neck. It's getting close up at the top. All right, proportional or non-proportional? Take your Y values divided by your X values. If you get the same number all the way down the table, then it's proportional. If you do not, it's going to be non-proportional. Good job, guys. 16 divided by 4 would be 4. 20 divided by 8 would not be 4. Nice job, guys. Proportional or non-proportional? All right, take your y value, be total cost, divided by your x value. If you get the same thing all the way down, then it's a proportional relationship. If you do not, it's a non-proportional relationship. Yay, you guys make me so happy. Yay, good job, guys. Oh, nice. Am I answering quickly? All right, proportional or non-proportional? The carnival has a free admission but charges $1 per ride. Is that proportional or non-proportional? Good, so since they don't charge admission, it would just be y equals, and then however much they charge per ride, which I already forgot. All right, let's see, what question are we on? I think let's see, we're on 17 of 20. This is probably gonna have to be our last one because I actually do have to teach a class in a few minutes. All right, proportional or non-proportional? Yay. All right, guys, I'm gonna take a picture of the top 5 people so I can give you guys some PBIS points. So unfortunately, we didn't get to finish the game. Sorry, that was my fault on the timing and everything. But if you struggled with anything today, if you were like, I don't know what that means, I don't know what proportional means, I don't know what non-proportional means, if you struggle with anything thus far, I would encourage you to come to the help session tomorrow. Again, that just occurs, that just happens at normal class time, but on Fridays. So if you want to like one-on-one or a small group help session, you can come on Fridays and I can work with you guys on kind of developing some type of understandings, some deeper understandings. If you're feeling good and confident, feel free to enjoy your weekend, work on your assignments, and I will see you guys on Monday, okay? Have a good weekend. Bye, guys.